To the explainer. Okay, forget lions, tigers, and bears for a minute. Today, we're going to shrink down and explore the true rulers of our planet, the six-legged creatures that outnumber us something like 1,000,000,000 to 1. We're talking about insects. So when you hear the word insect, what's the very first image that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's probably something kind of like this. A totally destructive force of nature, right? A swarm of locusts can devour a farmer's entire livelihood in a single afternoon. It can turn a field of dreams into just a barren wasteland. In that story, the insect is definitely the villain. But then there's this side of the story. The tireless work of pollinators, like bees, is the absolute foundation of our agricultural system. We're talking 1 out of every 3 bites of food we eat. So here, the insect is our most vital ally. They can be that unwelcome guest in our homes, right? The green weevil that spoils the very food we've worked so hard to store. Or they can be the source of incredible luxury, spinning these silk threads that people have prized for centuries. So, friend or foe? You see, the truth is our relationship with insects is way more complicated than that. It's really a story of both conflict and, well, codependence. To even begin to understand this complex relationship, we've got to get to the heart of what makes an insect an insect. And it all starts with a simple, yet unbelievably successful body plan. Okay, so this table really gets to the core of it. Insects share a lot with their arthropod cousins, like spiders and crabs. They've all got that external skeleton and those jointed legs. But insects have 2 non-negotiable rules: a body with 3 distinct parts, and exactly 6 legs. That's it. That's the secret code to being an insect. And to see this blueprint in action, let's take a closer look at one of our earlier foes, the locust. And right here, you can see the sheer genius of insect design. You've got a head for sensing and eating, a thorax that's all about movement, the engine room, and an abdomen to run all the internal systems. It is the ultimate in modular efficiency. But believe me, that basic body plan is just the beginning. Now we're going to see how insects have customized it for survival in a million different ways. This is where things get really, really creative. And this quote pretty much says it all. Their success comes down to this incredible diversity. That basic 3-part body is kind of like a Swiss Army knife, with an unbelievable variety of specialized tools that can be swapped out to thrive in just about any environment on Earth. Just take their antennae. They are not just feelers. A moth's feathery antennae are so sensitive they can detect a single molecule of a potential mate's perfume from miles away. And a fly's, it can sense the tiniest air current, which is why it's so good at evading your swatter. Each one is a highly specialized sensor in their survival toolkit. An insect's mouth really defines its place in the world. You've got everything from the powerful mandibles of a grasshopper, which are designed for just shredding leaves, all the way to the delicate, straw-like proboscis of a butterfly, which is perfect for sipping nectar. Each one is a little masterpiece of engineering. And their legs are so much more than just for walking. They're spring-loaded catapults for jumping. They're powerful shovels for digging. They're spiny cages for trapping prey. And they're even specialized little baskets for carrying pollen back to the hive. Every single leg has a purpose. But maybe the most incredible tool in the entire insect survival kit isn't even a body part. It's the almost magical process of how they grow up, metamorphosis. So insects basically have 2 ways of growing up. Some, like the grasshopper, just get bigger, kind of like a Russian nesting doll. But others, they undergo a complete and total reinvention of themselves, a transformation so profound, it's like something straight out of a fairy tale. The butterfly's life cycle is the ultimate example of this, and it's such a brilliant strategy because it allows the insect to live 2 completely different lives. As a larva, a caterpillar, it's just a dedicated eating machine, but as an adult, it's a flying, reproducing artist. The genius here is that the kids and the parents never have to compete for the same food or space. So when you really think about it, their sheer numbers, their incredible adaptability, a lineage that stretches back to before the dinosaurs, you have to ask yourself, are we really the dominant species on this planet? Or are we just living in their world?